Hello there everyone, it is TIJ and welcome to a brand new video. Today it's time for an announcement video for something I'll be doing on the channel in the upcoming weeks. Now, if you remember last year, if you were subscribed to my channel last year, or sort of 18 months ago, I did an F1 Summers Championship, which basically took part on the F1 2015 game, and there were 16 drivers, I want to say, that were put into 4 groups, and basically it was a battle to see who was the best. Now, it was quite a fun championship to do. A lot of people commented that they'd love to see another championship, and well, that's going to happen today. Basically, I've decided to do an F1 2017 Summer Championships, obviously on the F1 2016 games. We can't quite do it on the F1 2017 game yet. And if you wish to take part, it is on the Xbox One, so if you're on the PS4 or PC, I'm dreadfully sorry, but I can't do anything about that. The survey is in the description for the F1 Summer Championship, so make sure to go on that as soon as possible to make sure that your place is secure. As I said, it will take place during July, starting in the next few weeks. Obviously, it's nearly July now, and hopefully it'll sort of run from the middle of July till the end of July. And all of the highlights from the F1 Summer Championships will be on the TIJ channel, so make sure to stick around for some of that. And there's already some drivers confirmed who I think will be able to put their highlights on their channel, so it's very much a group thing. And yeah, you'll be able to see their points of view on their channels as well. So it's all very exciting. And if you're from Australia or America or even Slovenia, like Ben is, we'll facilitate for as many time zones as possible. After all, we've already got 2 Australians and a Slovenian confirmed, so we can move around time zones quite easily. It is quite easy to do. Obviously, I'm off school now, so you know I can do any time of day. If you are still in school, then, you know, we could do weekends. We can facilitate for anyone as much as possible. If we can't, then, you know, we might have to switch around the groupings, so we can get everybody in that's in the Summer Championships confirmed. But as I said, well, I'll try my best to be able to facilitate for time zones and availability, etc, etc. So we did have 16 drivers for the 2015 Summer Championships. I'm either looking for that number, 24 or 32. If you know, like in football, the European Championships or the World Cup runs about that number. And with the grouping system, we need groups of 4. And I'd like to have either 4 groups, 6 groups or 8 groups. If we got 20 or 28, that's just the way it works. We'll have to work out some system where some of the third place drivers get in. But I'm sure we can work that out. But there are... Oh, they're there, though. I can't speak. But there are already 9 people confirmed, so I'll just go through the list in just a second. So be quick, or you might not get in whatsoever, which will be a real shame. But I want to see as many people in this as possible, so if we get more than 32, I'm sure we can facilitate for that, but we might struggle. But all assists are allowed on this, but bear in mind, you kind of need to be competitive to compete with the people in your group. You know, if you've got braking assist on, then fair enough, but obviously you're not really going to be at the top. Okay, this is a bit of fun, obviously, but if you want to compete, then you've got to be quite quick on the game. Not necessarily that quick, but, you know, somebody who, well, has got a little bit of luck. If you saw the F1 Summer Championships last year, you definitely did a little bit of luck in A, the draws, and B, the race themselves. But all else is explained on the survey. I've been quite thorough with the survey just to explain. So, now I'm going to go for the drivers that are confirmed for the F1 Summer Championships. I contacted a few people who took part in the F1 2016 Summer Championship, and a few other people as well who have got not necessarily priority, but just to see what the interest was like, and we've got 9 or 10 drivers already. So we've got 9 drivers confirmed at the following teams. So first off at Ferrari, we've got DMAD96. He used to do YouTube. He's in the Obscure Lads. He was in the F1 2015 Summer Championships. He used to do F1 2016 F1 Manager content. Red Bull, we've got Blakey748 and Matty Bolton31. Ben actually won the F1 Summer Championship, so he's the championship holder, so you don't want to be in his group, I don't think. And obviously Matty, I've competed with him in leagues before, like LRL recently, and he's a member of Motorcast, my podcast channel, and Matty's fairly competitive, so you don't want to be in a group with either of them, really. Next up, we've got Williams with Matt212 and Poms for the win 87. Poms is a Australian, much like another one I'm going to confirm in a minute, but Matt is immensely quick. I think he was very unlucky I think he just about got through his group last time, but was immensely unlucky not to get any further, and I think he's an AOR driver. No, not a top-tier driver, I don't think, but if he is, I apologise, Matt. You know, he's obviously part of the podcast, but Matt's pretty competitive. And obviously, Poms from Australia, he was in last time, and I don't think got through his group stage, but still very, very competitive. Now, in Toro Rosso, we've got the Silent Mole 45, which is Luke, and he won the F1 World Cup, which preceded the F1 Summer Championships last year, and he's very, very, very competitive. The only reason he didn't get in the final last year was because he was knocked out by Colonel Chittick, which is Alex, who actually hasn't confirmed what team he's at yet, but he is confirmed for the championship, which is brilliant to see both finalists in from last year. Then we've got McLaren, we've got 2 drivers from McLaren, we've got X-Viccho, who obviously, you know, Australian, the same as Poms, he's an active YouTuber. I've actually just watched one of his MotoGP 17 videos, so yeah, obviously you got Ficcho as well, and you've got the BPG 13, which is Brad, and Brad was in last time, and Brad was very competitive. I can't remember if he got through his group, but I know he was in last time. And then finally for Haas, the last driver to be confirmed is the Slovenian Sonic. It's Dark Sonic 777. It's Benny, of course. Who doesn't love Benny? He's a member of the Motorcast podcast as well. And Benny is very competitive. So all 9 drivers are very competitive. And the point of this championship is A, to have a bit of fun. B, to have a bit of entertainment, which is kind of the same thing. And C, to find out who the fastest driver is. So I think that's pretty much it for the announcements. If you've got any questions at all, make sure to either go on my Twitter, which is in the description, ask anything in the comments, or wherever you can find me on the internet. The internet's a big place, and I'm sure you can find me somewhere on the internet. But that's about it, I think, for this announcement video. Make sure, please, 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 I don't want anybody to miss out who wants to take part, just to go in the survey in the description and make sure that you answer the survey if you wish to take part. But that's about it from me. Make sure to go for the, if you missed anything in that video, make sure to go for the video again. But just the main talking points, the survey's in the description. It'll take place June, July. The highlights will be on my channel. I will facilitate for time zones. I can't say facilitate. I got it right this time. We are looking for a lot of drivers, but you need to be quick or you might not get in. All assists are allowed, but bear in mind you've got to be competitive. I can't speak. And as I said, all else is explained in the survey. So, I've been TIJ, and I'll see you in a few weeks for the F1 Summer Championships. But I will see you before that on Skype if you're taking part. So, I'll see you soon, guys. Goodbye.